Good morning, everyone. It's your daddy Owen, and today we are about to learn how to make an AFK fish farm. If you haven't already watched the Minecraft series that me and Tasty are in, go check it out. I will leave a link in the description, and there should be an eye right on top of the right corner where you can find the video. Without any further ado, let's go build our AFK fish farm. First, let's see how an AFK fish farm works. Then I'll show you guys how to make one. So let's hop into our AFK fish farm right here. I made it out of glass so you guys can see the design concept. There are three really important steps to do for an efficient farming, for efficient AFK farming. First, you need to have a fishing rod with mending on it, because when you're fishing, it'll break any kind of fishing rod. If you have mending, you'll get a lot of XP from fishing, and it'll keep on healing the fishing rod so that it doesn't break. You can also get a fishing rod with mending, lure, and luck of sea. The higher the lure, the higher the luck of sea, the more rare and more chance you get higher items. Also, you need to stand in the bottom back of the left corner right here. You gotta just squeeze in as much as possible. After that, you gotta point your cross arrow or the plus sign to the bottom right corner of your fish farm, and basically the vertical line should be aligned to the item frame, and your center should be on the iron door. What happens is that when you press your right click on your mouse, it's gonna launch the fishing rod in, and then your auto clicker will keep on clicking the right click so that the item frame only spins. And when a fish is hit on the lure, what happens is that it's gonna trigger the tripwire, closing the door, taking the rod back. So basically, let's see a demo run. Hopefully we'll catch a fish soon. There we go. We caught a fish, and it basically closed the door, bringing the fishing rod back to me. And if the auto clicker is running, it'll basically send the rod back into it again. I will leave the link to the auto clicker down in the description. And the times that really worked for me were between 300 milliseconds to 150 milliseconds. I noticed that if you keep 150 milliseconds in your auto clicker, it sometimes kicks you out of the server or kicks you out of the game. It lags it out sometimes because it's really quick. Also, make sure that you change the settings on your auto clicker. It needs to be in right click and not left click, so make sure you do change that before you use it. And in case you're wondering, I need to go out, click on the start auto clicker, and come back to the game. Don't need to worry. The auto clicker that I use has a shortcut key. If you press F6, it automatically starts auto clicker. For example, I can show you guys. I'm going to start my auto clicker now, and it keeps on going. I think my speed is set at 250 milliseconds, which was the most efficient time for me. And I leave it overnight, and rarely I get kicked out of the server. Sometimes Minecraft lags or my own server lags and I get kicked out, but the loot is really good. You get a lot of books. So see how the rod went back. I just stopped my auto clicker as well. Let's see what things we caught. We caught raw cod. It's expected, because this one doesn't even have a luck of sea or a lure, so it's really hard to get any kind of books. You can get a lot of cool books. You get a lot of saddles. You get a lot of bows. Sometimes you might get an infinity bow, so it's all based on your luck. Now let's go see how to make it. So first, you need to make a 4-block hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you gotta make one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next one is only 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. So on the 3-block one, you'll place an iron door, which basically opens and closes for the fishing rod to activate and deactivate. and then you keep tripwire hooks on each side of the um, pit, AFK farm pit. It's not necessary for the AFK farm to be on a pit. It's more convenient because mobs can't see you or are not attracted to you, and you can basically build a small fence around it so that no one can come and hit you. Make sure that there's enough sunlight for this, because sunlight accelerates the amount of farm you get in an AFK fish farm. And now let's place our chest down, and let's keep an hopper going down into the chest. To do this, you just need to press Control and click on the chest, and it'll place it going down. Make sure that this bottom part points downwards. To make sure to see the difference, if you place it towards that block, you can see that the hopper is pointing into the dirt. So make sure it points into the chest, and place a ladder right here next to the hopper so you can get in and out of your AFK fish farm. And this ladder also helps you block the bucket of water we're about to place here right now. So to place the bucket of water, you can either place it on the hopper directly like that, or onto the side wall, whichever is easier for you. And then the last two steps are to keep an item frame which is closer to the iron door, because that's where you're going to be pointing. And it doesn't really matter what item you keep in the item frame. You can keep an item frame as well in it, or whatever you want to keep in it. And then the last step is to keep a string going from the tripwire so that the tripwire activates and the iron door opens. So we jump in, we take our fishing rod, go to the back right corner, back left corner, align our mouse, and start the fish farm. That was a bit off. And it's working, it goes through. Let's wait for one catch. Oh, that was a quick catch. And it goes into the chest. Now, having only a big chest is kind of not useful. It's gonna hinder it, because you want to leave this AFK fish farm to run close to 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours while you're sleeping. And having a big chest, it gets filled really quickly. So what we'll do is what we'll do is that we will place one hopper. Let me keep a block. Let's consider that as a block. And I'll send one hopper going into that chest. So basically, what this does is that the hopper is placed underneath the chest, so that whatever is in the top chest goes into the hopper and gets directed into the smaller chest. Let's keep it towards it. See how the pointy thing is pointing into the chest. Let's break this. And what we will do now is that we will place a chest here and there. This is wrong. I just need to find the angle. Now we have a big chest, and what we'll do, we will run another hopper pointing into this chest. So basically, what happens now is that it comes into that hopper, goes into this hopper, and goes into this chest. Now you have basically a lot of scalability. What you need to do is just keep going downwards, and you can keep adding chests. So let's place chest here, here, hopper here, chest here, here, and hopper into this one. So basically you have a 3 stack now, and you can keep on going as much as you want. And you can keep on going as much as you want, and basically expand your farm. I personally stopped at 4 big chests in my storage, but you can get creative here. You can also run a train track or a minecart with a hopper, and basically take it to another big storage location, and you can sort it there and store it there. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any other questions, please leave it in the comment section. This is one way to do your AFK fish farm. There are other methods to use, but I feel like this is the best way I found and works for me. and this one works in the newest update, 1.14.4. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.